Hi, it's Caleb from Brownells here, still at SHOT Show 2025, and I am at the Henry booth with George, and he's going to take us through some new products. This right, I already recognize it, Henry Supreme.
Yep.
Let's tell us about it.
Yep, the H23 lever action Supreme rifle that we might have done one of these videos on last year at SHOT Show.
We did this.
So the big update here is that it's finally shipping. It is started about 2 months ago. There's lots of guns out in the market and more going every day. But let's go over the feature set real quick, right? Starting off with nice semi-fancy walnut stocks, you know, kind of an homage to the Henrys of old, but that's about the only thing that's similar to the old guns. This is a completely new linkage system here, completely new lever action. It's a white paper build from the ground up, designed around clearing PMags, or MSR style magazines.
Sure.
We're gonna send it with a 10-round PMag, but as you can see, the bigger ones will clear easily. We've got an adjustable match grade trigger. It's like 3 to 5 pounds.
Nice.
We've got a sealed receiver. There's no hammer, there's no bolt protruding out the back, and a rotating bolt head, which really seals this up nicely, making it a great suppressor host. So they're all threaded barrels in both 223 and 300 blackout. Free floated barrels at that are sub MOA capable.
Right, that's right.
So yeah, this is our lever action Supreme finally on the market.
Okay, so one thing I kind of want to talk about here, looking at the actual bolts itself, that's very similar to an AR-15 bolt
Very
head.
similar, yes.
So, I mean, it's safe to say that this barrel basically has an AR-15 barrel extension.
Very similar.
Okay.
Yeah, of course. It's this is a proprietary barrel nut, obviously, for our guns, but yeah, there's a lot of cues from an AR in the bolt and the extension. Yes.
All right. So if someone were to get into making aftermarket barrels for this, it honestly wouldn't be too hard.
No, actually, it's quite simple.
All right. Yeah. Awesome. All right. So we have some other stuff to talk about too.
We do. So we have some products here, but really what we're launching at SHOT Show is the Special Products Division of Henry. And Special Products Division products will look kind of sort of like this. Pretty much all the innovative and technical features that you find on other types of firearms, like a bolt gun, for example, or a handgun, for example. We're looking at how we can incorporate those things into the lever action platform to really show some true innovation, right? It's not just a stock that we're sticking on it. So these are all purpose built to solve a very specific question that we posed to the engineers. And in this case, it was about, you know, how do you maintain the balance and the ergonomics and the handling that people love about a lever action gun, but when you have a can on the end of it. Right? Because this adds a lot of weight, forward weight, adds a lot of length. So what we're doing is we're using a 16-inch carbon fiber barrel here that reduces substantial amount of weight, paired up with a skeletonized M-LOK forend. These two parts alone reduce the weight equal to that of the suppressor.
Right. Okay.
So the gist of it is, like, you take this gun with a can on it, the balance, the weight, the pointability is exactly the same as our steel frame, our steel barreled X guns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things, I know I've already handled it and played with it before we started, you know, the camera. So my reaction is not as intense as it was before whenever I first picked it up. But I mean, even a standard lever gun with what would be considered a lightweight can still throws off the balance, but this gun feels great. And the barrel itself is what I'm gonna kind of call it an interrupted carbon fiber.
Yep.
Because you have the steel here because that's where your handguard mounts.
Right.
And then you have steel up here because that's where your magazine tube is dovetailed into that barrel.
Mm-hmm.
It still saves a ton of weight and it feels really good.
Right. Added side benefit, it is a match grade barrel, and massively improves the accuracy as well. But for this product, it was about reducing weight, so that's what we wanted to talk about. These aren't in the market yet. There's still some small tweaks we're doing to this. We're hoping to have these hitting the market around March or April.
Awesome. That sounds great.
Thank you.
Well, George, thanks for running us through it. And thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.